Do you ever wake up feeling tired, even after sleeping, unmotivated for no clear reason, or stuck in the same frustrating loop, no matter how hard you try to move forward? You're not alone. Millions of men around the world feel drained, confused, and disconnected from their true potential. And most don't even know why. They blame motivation, luck, society, or other people. But what if the real reason is much closer than you think? What if the power to completely change your life has been inside you this entire time, hidden in how you manage your own energy? In this video, we're going to talk about something ancient, powerful, and rarely explained honestly. We're going to talk about semen retention, not as a trend, not as a challenge, but as a deep life practice that can radically transform how you think, feel, and experience reality itself. Stay with me until the end, because this may be one of the most important messages you've ever heard, and once you understand it, you will never see yourself or the world the same way again. Let's start with a truth that most people never stop to think about. Everything is energy, not just spiritual ideas, but everything you can touch, see, and experience. Your body is energy. Your thoughts are energy. Money is energy. Confidence is energy. Attraction is energy. Even your problems are energy. Energy is never destroyed. It only changes form. That means nothing you desire is missing from the universe. It already exists. The only thing that determines whether it shows up in your life is the level at which you vibrate. Dense things like physical objects move slowly. Subtle things like thoughts, intuition, and awareness move faster. That's why you can't see thoughts, but you can feel them. This also explains why there is so much more happening around you than you can perceive. Reality is far bigger than what your senses pick up. This is why monks, yogis, and mystics from ancient civilizations were able to reach states of awareness that seem impossible to modern people. They didn't gain superpowers from magic. They raised their internal state so high that they accessed layers of reality most people never touch. They learned how to work with energy instead of wasting it. And once you understand this, you realize the world is not as solid or fixed as it appears. Life becomes more flexible, more responsive, almost dreamlike. But this only happens when understanding replaces blind belief. Most people hear ideas like manifestation or the law of attraction and think it's about forcing positive thoughts. They repeat affirmations without feeling them. They watch motivational videos but stay stuck. Why? Because they don't truly understand. Real understanding changes how you see your past, your habits, and yourself. When something clicks internally, you don't need motivation anymore. Action becomes natural. I didn't believe these ideas either until I examined my own life. I looked back at my thoughts, my fantasies, the way I spoke, and the patterns that kept repeating. Slowly, the puzzle pieces came together. I saw that my inner world had been shaping my outer world the whole time. Everything begins in the mind. Before anything happens physically, it exists mentally. You imagine before you act. You desire before you move. Even pain and pleasure are processed by the mind. The brain is just the hardware. Consciousness is the signal. When you understand this, you realize that you've been giving your power away unconsciously. You react instead of choose. You drift instead of direct. But once you see this clearly, you regain control. Try this sometime. Take a day away from distractions. No phone, no noise. Sit somewhere quiet, maybe in nature, with just a notebook. Look at your life honestly. Where did your beliefs come from? What moments shaped you? What patterns keep repeating? When you ask sincerely, answers come. And they can be uncomfortable. You may realize that you created both your chaos and your order. That realization can shake you, but it can also free you. Because if you created it unconsciously, you can recreate it consciously. Higher levels of reality always govern lower ones. The mental shapes the physical. This is why extreme discipline unlocks extraordinary abilities. This is why monks walk on fire. This is why trained minds can endure cold, pain, and stress without breaking. Pain is not just physical. It is meaning assigned by the mind. When you change the meaning, the experience changes. I learned this through cold exposure. At first, it felt unbearable. Then one day, I stopped labeling it as suffering. I stayed calm. The pain vanished. The sensation remained, but the suffering disappeared. That was the moment I understood how powerful perception really is. Now, let's connect this to semen retention, because this is where everything comes together. Sexual energy is not just pleasure. It is creative force. It is life force. It is the same energy that creates new life. When this energy is constantly released without awareness, the body and mind operate in a weakened state. You feel tired, foggy, anxious, and unmotivated. Not because you are lazy, but because your system is depleted. Ancient traditions understood this deeply. That's why celibacy, or strict control of sexual energy, was common among those walking higher paths. Not because sex is bad, but because energy is precious. When you retain this energy, it doesn't disappear. It rises. It fuels clarity, drive, confidence, and inner strength. You feel more alive. Your thoughts become sharper. Your emotions stabilize. You stop reacting and start observing. This is why men on retention often report feeling powerful, grounded, and calm at the same time. In contrast, constant release creates a cycle of short pleasure followed by long emptiness. Think about days when you felt drained and couldn't even get out of bed. That's what energetic depletion feels like. Semen retention is not about suppressing desire. It's about mastering it. When you control your impulses, you rise above them. You cannot control something that controls you. This applies to food, pleasure, distractions, and sex. When you are no longer ruled by urges, you naturally enter a higher state of mind. This is similar to moving up the energetic ladder. The more you detach from the physical, the more influence you gain over it. You can't be addicted to pleasure and expect power at the same time. This is why practices like fasting, cold exposure, meditation, and discipline strengthen you. They teach your mind that you are in control, not your impulses. Once the mind is trained, reality responds differently. Opportunities appear. People treat you with more respect. Your presence becomes noticeable without effort. This is not magic. It's alignment. Before continuing, let me share something important with you. My name is Leary, and over the years, I've helped many people unlock their inner strength and direction. After studying countless teachings and real experiences, I created something special for those who are serious about transformation. It's called the Semen Retention Success Path. It's an audiobook designed to guide you step by step through understanding, controlling, and transmuting your energy for real growth. This isn't surface-level advice. It's deep, practical, and built for real results. As a bonus, you also get a discount on my ebook, The Art of Semen Retention for Men, where I break down powerful techniques for emotional balance, self-awareness, discipline, and purpose. If you're ready to take your life seriously, the link is in the description. Now let's go deeper. Sexual energy has been respected by ancient cultures for thousands of years, not only because it creates life, but because it fuels consciousness. When wasted carelessly, it weakens both the body and the subtle energy field around you. Your aura, your energetic presence, shrinks. Your inner fire dims. Over time, this shows up as anxiety, weakness, lack of direction, and confusion. But when you retain and circulate this energy, everything changes. Your presence becomes stronger. Your intuition sharpens. Your confidence becomes natural, not forced. Physically, the body thrives. Energy increases. Focus improves. You feel lighter, yet more grounded. Mentally, your thoughts slow down. You stop overthinking. Spiritually, you feel connected, purposeful, and calm. Many men describe a quiet joy that doesn't depend on external validation. This is what real power feels like. Of course, this path isn't easy, especially in a world designed to constantly trigger desire. Temptations are everywhere. Urges will come, but these moments are not failures. They are training opportunities. Each time you redirect energy into movement, creativity, service, or stillness, you grow stronger. Over time, retention becomes effortless. Old habits lose their grip. A new version of you emerges naturally. The world doesn't need more distracted men chasing pleasure. It needs grounded, disciplined, aware individuals who operate from abundance, not depletion. When you strengthen your mind and conserve your energy, you don't just improve your life. You elevate everyone around you. So my final message is this: study yourself, observe your mind, protect your energy. Understand that reality mirrors your inner world. When you change inside, everything outside follows. Thank you for listening. If this message resonated with you, leave a like, share it with someone who needs it, and explore the other videos on this channel. I wish you strength, clarity, and growth on your journey.